Welcome back to the world of Faewood Hallows. In today's video, I'm going to be organizing my craft room because, as you know, this channel centers around me creating magical things, and I can't create magical things when I don't know where anything is and everything is just kind of in chaos, because since I started creating miniature magical things for Faewood Hallows, I've been collecting all types of things. Acorn tops, wine foil things, just all kinds of things that I think maybe could be used in some type of little mouse house or badger house or fox house or rabbit house or whatever. Let's start going through drawers and cabinets and anything else and everything else. And now I'm just rambling. So let's start. So yes, this is probably going to be a multi-day video because it is 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday and I am just now starting. I've been doing boring, mundane things today, like cleaning and laundry. I did do some editing. I'll give you a sneak peek. I've got to put my spectacles on. That looks really bright on there. There you go. There's a little better. Sneak peek of some product photos that I took of the spun cotton creatures that I have made thus far. So I did do a little bit of editing on those today just to kind of play around with GIMP, which is a photo editing website, kind of like Photoshop, but it's pretty complicated. And I've been trying to teach myself that. So I did play around with that a little bit today, but other than that, that was the only fun thing I did. Everything else was cleaning. I really don't even know where to start. I think I'm gonna start with maybe the cabinets. Because after which, and if no one here knows me yet, you will get to know me. My brain runs faster than my thought. My thoughts have to catch up to me. And sometimes I don't make sense because of that. But I am going to be organizing a little craft section that we did out in the garage for me. I'm going to be doing things out there that I can't do in the house, things like resin and sublimation, things like that that kind of set off fumes. I'm going to be doing that in the garage, but I'm hoping that I can organize that space out there to move some of the things that are in here out there, because I'm running out of space in here because I keep collecting stuff. To be honest with you, I don't even know where to start. But I think the best place to start is just to start. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, go through these. I have a trash bag here and I'm just gonna start going through drawers. I just have a bunch of random things. I do have a lot of things, like, let me show you. So I used these one Christmas and I haven't used them since, but I kind of thought, you know, you should probably save these because it could be curtains in a little mouse house. It could be, you know, whatever. I've also saved these ribbons for years. They used to belong to my mom on net. I've never used them. I will probably never use them, but I think in my head, as soon as you throw that away, you'll think of something that you could have used it for. That's why it has been in a bin, in a closet, and has, you know, moved several times with me to several different houses. Dave's gonna come in here, which Dave is my husband. He's gonna come in here and be like, what are you doing? Because I probably only have a good hour to start this. I can continue tomorrow. Today is Saturday. I'll be able to work on it tomorrow. We are going to be meeting Dave's dad and stepmom for lunch tomorrow, so that's going to take up a lot of my day, but I can get started on this. This is something that I've wanted to do for the last, oh my God, I don't know how many weekends, a bunch of them, but I've been busy every weekend. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. All right, let's see. What do we have in here? I definitely want to keep this. This is a plastic shell. Do I want to keep that? What could this be? It could be, like, you could use it as a decoration. Like, you could make little flowers. It could be like something you put a potted plant in. I'll keep it. This is why I never throw anything away. These I do want to keep. I don't know what I would put them in though. I don't think I even have a light that is that small. Can you even see that? Anyway, it's not focusing. I don't know why you're not working. Whatever these things are called, the threads that you thread down into a lamp. I don't have one this small. But it doesn't mean that I won't ever have one, because this, when you have it lit, oh look, it's focusing. I can't believe it. Oh, now it wants to work. It looks like a flame. I'm gonna keep them. Why not? These are like miniature leaves in all different colors. These are all miniature screwdrivers. I'm going to put these rubber bands in this little box because I can. Like, here is an example of crazy things that I keep. And I don't know why I still have my glasses on. I kept a whole container of those. Like, what would I ever do with that? Seriously. I don't know, maybe you could string up these and put something on the bottom of them and make them like outdoor lights for little magical creatures. I mean, they need to have outdoor fun too. Picnics and sit out by the fire pit, whatever. Honestly, I would like to make this cabinet my stationery supply cabinet, which I don't really have a lot of supplies yet, but I'd like to put that up there. And then I just have a bunch of random stuff. And this one, I'm hoping a lot of this stuff can go out in the garage. Okay, we have a glass jar, and I need to hang all of these things that I ordered on Amazon. They are freaking adorable. All right, I'm gonna try to organize some of this off camera. I've already talked to you for like 26 minutes. So I'm gonna organize some of this off camera, and then I'll probably check back in with you tomorrow on it. Maybe I should put, like, could you use this not at Christmas? I mean, it looks kind of Scottish to me. I think I'll leave it out. It is another day, and I have gone through all of the cabinets and the counters and the drawers. The only thing I haven't gone through yet is all the drawers on the desk, which I'll probably do that very last, because it's basically just a bunch of office equipment, not really office equipment, but office supplies, old filming equipment that I don't use. So I'm going to go through those drawers, but probably last. But this is the mess that I have right now. I have all of these bins, which I think that these bins can probably go in the garage. And then I have all of this. Just cardboard boxes, a lot of paper products, which I think I'm going to try to put all of that out in the garage. I do have some plastic bins out in the garage that I'm going to try to put all of the paper goods in, because I do really want to attempt paper mache in the near future. So I want cardboard for that and paper, things like that. I have a whole drawer of toilet paper rolls. I have a whole drawer of like toilet paper rolls and like these type of rolls, bigger versions of that. Things that can be used for just support or for fairy trees. So I have all that, but yeah, I've gone through most. Now I haven't like gone through all of this, but I know exactly what's in all of this cabinet section But I have gone through this cabinet section. I've kind of organized this little area. I've been through all of the doors and drawers of that cabinet section. And basically everything that's in the floor, like I have a bunch of fabric over here. I'd like to put all of the fabric in one place. And then of course all the cardboard stuff and just miscellaneous. I want to try to put all of that in the garage if I can. And I'd like to better organize this area to just give me a little bit more space over there. I am going to go out in the garage and kind of piddle out there. We are going to be, we still have our Christmas trees up. I've taken all the decorations off of them, but we still have to put the trees in the boxes and get them up in the attic. But we have decided that my beloved IKEA trees, we're going to get rid of those. And I did think long and hard about that because I do love those trees. I think they do look minimalistic perfection when they're decorated, but we just don't have room in this house. And I would really love to simplify my life, and having all these Christmas trees to decorate every year is not simplifying my life. And we just don't have room for them. So we are going to be getting rid of this little tree here. And I know it's dark in here. I can turn a light on. That tree over there in the dining room, and then the tree that I have in the guest bedroom is also an IKEA tree. So we're going to get rid of all of those. The other trees we are keeping. That's a pre-lit tree, so we just have to take it down, put it in the box. That's a pre-lit tree. So we just have to take it down and put it in the box. And then the tree that we have out on the lanai, which I don't even know if you can see from here. Oh yeah, you can. That is not a pre-lit tree, so I do have to take all of the lights off of that one. So we are keeping those. We're keeping this tree, the white tree, the tree that's in Dave's man cave, and then the tree that we have here in our bedroom. It is also a pre-lit tree. So I only have one tree that we're keeping that I have to take the lights off of that's not pre-lit. But what I am going to do, because this is how my mind works, because I am creating lots of miniature things and lots of things and characters for Faewood Hallows. You know, Faewood Hallows has a forest, and at Christmas they have Christmas trees. And since we're going to be throwing these away, which I don't really think we're going to be throwing them away, we're going to take them to Goodwill. But this small one I am going to throw away because I think that I might take some wire cutters and cut some of these off just so that I have them for some art projects. I'll try these two. Hopefully one of them works. It's actually pretty hot out here already. We are eventually going to get air conditioning out here. Dave has already put in the vents, which I also realized that we haven't shown you the garage. Dave put up these decorative molding pieces. He did a border all around the ceiling, and then he put them so many ways apart to cover the cracks in the ceiling, because we had a lot of cracks in the ceiling. The reason we had a lot of cracks in the ceiling is because either the previous homeowners or the previous homeowners before them had extra insulation blown in the attic. Like, there is a ton of insulation up there. There's so much insulation up there that Dave took trash bags up there to put insulation in to kind of get rid of some of it. And what they had done for storage up there was buy plywood, and they just put the plywood on top of the insulation that was already there. and didn't like tack it down. The plywood was just laying there. And what that did was compress the insulation, which made the ceiling come down, and it made cracks. It caused cracks. So we did this. This was Dave's idea to kind of cover all of the cracks. And he did paint it. He painted it white. He caulked a lot. He put this piece of wood. I don't know if that's like a 2x4 or 4x4. I don't know my sizes of wood, but he put that up there because he does have an air compressor that he's going to mount in the attic, and then he's going to mount the hose to the air compressor there. And he painted all of the walls. What we did for that color, we took all of our extra paint and just mixed it in a big bucket. And this is the color that came out, like this bluish gray color, which we really like. And he painted all of that, and he also painted his cabinets out here black and put some silver pulls on them. And he painted his little wooden thing that he made when we lived in the other house black. And then he also painted this storage thing that he constructed here black too. I think it looks really good. And he made this little area for me, for my craft. So we put up some more shelving because we only had 2 up here previously, so he went and bought 2 more. And then he also put a bar up here for me that goes the whole length here for me to hang whatever on. And then I have this whole cabinet specifically for me. This one's his, but I think he said he'd share it with me. And then I just have to kind of clean this area because it is very dusty and organize it. Okay, this comes apart, so I'm gonna... Oh, look, there's an ornament left on it. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, let me take this off. Poor little ornament. Poor little lonely ornament. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, this is probably gonna get those little things all in the floor. Oh. I need my glasses on, I can't see. Let me do this one first. And oh, that is just like really easy. Okay. I don't know how many of these I should keep. My problem is I keep all of them, but I need to be a little bit more strategic. These are really long, so I think I'll keep some of the long ones because I think that's smart to do. So this is how my brain works. Let me bring you up to my level. Oh. This is how my brain works. While I'm doing this, I'm thinking you should probably only save just a few. Don't cut off every single piece of this tree and save it. But then my mind says, but you know what? If you do end up making something fabulous with these, you can probably only make one if you only save a few. But if you save all of them, you can make a couple of things. And if you only saved a few and you made something and it was fabulous, because you could even cut off like these and make grass with it. You could make trees with these. You could put these in, like if you made like a paper mache Santa, he could be holding a tree. If you had like a little mouse that was foraging for his own Christmas tree, you could make a little, what do you call those things? Cart. You could make a little cart that he was pulling behind him with a tree on it because he went and foraged for his own Christmas tree. So many ideas that you could do with this. And if I only keep a few, then I can only do a couple ideas. But if I can save all of them, then I can do a lot of ideas. Excuse me. Yeah, that's how my brain works. So I'll probably end up cutting all of this off and saving it. Okay, I was conservative. I cut most of the bottom of this tree. As you can see, I did leave the top, and I didn't cut anything off of this section. So I feel like I did good. Now I do have a mess to clean up. I have to go get the vacuum, and I did find a box to put all of these in. So yeah. And now I have some little Christmas trees to use for craft projects. Yes, I think that's winning. I guess the best thing to do is to basically get all of this out and then start dusting and just figuring out where I want to put everything. When I tell you that I collect random things, these are all wine bottles, liquor bottles. I don't think there's any beer bottles in there, but definitely wine and liquor. This is all when we did some tile work. I'm gonna go through all these bins. I wanna kind of better organize all this stuff, so I'm gonna do that. I am gonna have to go plug you in because your battery is dying, so I'm gonna go plug you in. I'm gonna basically, the only thing I'm gonna do is go through this cabinet here, organize that. This is everything that I moved off of the one table. So all of this stuff was either sitting on the table or around the table. The other table that I have has my heat press on it. This is for tumbler, sublimation, hat, sublimation. So I don't know if I want to move this table to this wall and then this table to that wall. I'm not sure. It would give me a little bit more space if I moved this table over here. We are going to be hanging a few things on the wall. I have a shelf, a little metal shelf, and I also have these to kind of hang things on. This is more things that I have collected. All of the ceiling fans that we took down, or lights that we took down, I kept these because my idea with these is to take cheap solar lights, like I got these from the Dollar Tree. You take this bottom part off because it comes right off, and then you basically E6000 glue this here, or you can glue it up from the top. And then this expands, I think. I don't know. If not, that's okay. It would be a short little light, but they look almost like mushrooms. Some of these I'll probably paint to look like mushrooms because these really look like mushroom tops here. I do have to buy some more solar lights because I only bought 4 just to kind of experiment with it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do with these. Put them out in the yard, and then of course my dollhouse roof is there. But I'm gonna go plug you in because your battery's almost dead, and then I'll show you how much progress I get when your battery's charged. Okay, I'm gonna take you out in the garage and show you the progress that I've made. I don't know that I'm gonna take the fabric out there. I just really don't. I was at first, but I really don't know about keeping fabric out in the garage. I don't want bugs to get in it. Definitely going to be taking the cardboard out there because I don't care if bugs get in the cardboard. But let me take you out there, show you the progress, and then I'm going to start bringing some of this stuff out there. Here is what I have so far. We did move the tables around a little bit, so it gives me much more leeway and space out here. I mean, I could get down in the floor and do things if I wanted to. We do have a little rolly seat benchy thing that we're going to put here. I'm probably going to take the tumbler sublimation. I always have a hard time with that word. But I think I'm going to put that down here. But we've got some shelves up here. I've got my heat gun. tumbler shields, my gloves, sanding things. This is a magnetic knife holder, but I thought it'd be cool to put maybe some tools on there. I am gonna figure out a way to string these up, but I have to bring all of my command hooks out here to do that. Got some hooks on the wall to hang various things up there. I still have lots of space in here, so I'm gonna bring some of my painting things out here probably. I still have to figure out somewhere to put my cardboard. I'm probably just gonna put it over here maybe. But Dave hung up the wreaths, so we did get to move those out of the guest bedroom closet because they were taking up space in there. I also have to figure out somewhere to put my picnic table. My other picnic table is over here. And somewhere to put this huge wreath.
Trash.
No.
I don't know if it'll fit here. It will.
Yeah?
Do you mean just hang it there?
Sure.
So it's out the way?
Sure. That sounds like a good plan. All right, I'm gonna start bringing in some of this stuff from the craft room that I want to bring out here. All right, I am finished, except for one thing. I am going to bring the vacuum cleaner out here and vacuum. Dave is rinsing his truck off in the background. I'm sure you can hear that. He is out there washing the pollen off of his truck. So I'm getting ready to show you the finished product. A lot of this stuff, as I work on things, is going to diminish. But here is the finished Tiffany domain of the garage. All right, so I have my cardboard station over here. With all of these things, I am going to try my hand at paper mache. I've got all of this organized in here, so I'm gonna do a lot of things with these wine bottles. I have lots of project ideas. I want to get a glass cutter and cut some of these, turn that upside down. You can make planters out of them, or maybe even cups. Have lots of ideas. I have my spray paints and paints here. I told you my idea with those earlier. I still have this whole rolly thing that I can put tools on, or whatever project I'm working on, kind of roll it around. This is my sublimation station. I've got my presses down there, the Teflon sheets, my heat press. My other heat press, or not heat press. Well, I mean, I guess it is a heat press, but for tumblers and hats, I put down here. This is also, what's in this box is for heat press thingamajigs, things for you to get things centered on t-shirts, so on and so forth. Put that in there. My butcher paper that you use when you subliminate. All of my paper that I'm going to use for paper mache, I put in that box. I have a little rolly seat here that I can sit here when I'm tired of standing. And then I have my resin set up here. I've got my heavy duty mask, my heat gun, tumbler shields over there, and yeah, I just put a bunch of stuff out here and I've got it all organized. And then this table has 2 leaves, so I can pull those out and have even more space to do things on. So I'm excited about my little craft area. Eventually, sometime this year, we are going to be replacing our, our air conditioner unit. And when we do that, Dave is going to have, which I showed you earlier, the vents that he put in. So we're going to have heating and air conditioning out here in the garage, which is going to be really nice because I'm going to be able to actually utilize this area for resin crafting. That's not something that you want to do inside your house because it does put out a lot of fumes. So I do want to do it out here, and I can, you know, open and close the garage door. I also have my heavy duty mask that I showed you, but that'll be nice for me to do out here and in a heated and cooled space, because it's so hot out here right now. It's probably close to 100 degrees out here right now. So that you do not want to do resin out in a 100-degree garage, because it will cure very quickly. You'll have flash cures, and that's something that you don't want to do, and you don't want to do it when it's really cold out here either, because then it will take for absolute ever to cure. My craft space is done out here. Now I do have to move back into the house and organize what I have left, the aftermath. Sorry, really close up. Getting really close and personal with you guys. This is what I'm left with in the craft room. Not too bad, not too much. Let me turn on a light. I'm gonna pop this up right here. So all of my fabric, I told you I didn't really want to put that in the garage because I'm kind of scared about bugs or moths or whatever getting into it. So since I did clean out this whole bottom drawer here of all of the toilet paper, paper towels, and things out of there, I'm gonna put all of my fabrics and move it into this drawer. Of course, this just kind of rolls around. It's got all my felting stuff in it. And then all of my ribbon here and my miscellaneous here. I have some room in this shelf, so I'm going to put all of that up there. The only other thing that I need to do in the craft room is organize my craft table, because that has been a catch-all. I am kind of using these paints here, but once I'm done with them, I have a little project thing here that I'm going to work on. But after I'm done with them, they will go out in the garage. I was going to put my witch's brooms out in the garage, but they do have a cinnamon smell, and I'm kind of scared that it may attract bugs. I mean, it is a garage after all. So I think I'm just going to leave those in here. Now I may take them out into the garage to work on them, because they are messy. And then I do still have to clean out my drawers in my desk. I still have all that to do, which probably will get done tomorrow, because I think it's close to 5 o'clock. What time is it? I'm going to open up my computer and find. It's 4:32. We wanted to go ahead and take the trees down to this afternoon. I don't know that we're going to get to that because we are going to go get pizza for dinner tonight. We're going to go to Mellow Mushroom. I don't know if you guys have a Mellow Mushroom near you, but their pizza is so good. We like it a lot. And we like it because this is our strategy. If we go to Mellow Mushroom, because Dave always gets a medium pizza by himself, and I always get their house special and small, because you get 4 pieces. I eat 2 there and I bring 2 home. And he usually eats half the pizza, which I think is like 4 slices for him. And then he brings the other half home. And then we'll have lunch for tomorrow. So I think we're going to do that for dinner, and then settle in and probably watch a movie tonight. So I'm not going to get any more done probably until tomorrow, which is fine. I do want to try to do some crafting tomorrow. I'm going to sit down because my back is killing me from doing all this work today. And my legs hurt. I'm gonna let you guys go for the evening, and then we will pick back up tomorrow and show you the finished, organized craft room. All right. I look like a disheveled wreck. I have been working all day on the craft room, basically a little bit in the garage. I will show you the final, how we ended that out. The craft room looks really, really good. It looks very clean, a whole lot more organized than it did. I mean, there's still a lot to look at in here. I still have a lot of stuff in here, but it does look a whole lot more organized than it has really since we moved in. I just noticed that there's still a Windex bottle on the craft table. Oh well, this is real life, so I'm not going to move it. You'll just see it as is. So I'm going to flip the camera around and kind of give you a tour of my magical craft room and where I craft all of my magical creations that my little mind can dream up. All right, I do have the tripod sitting here, but this is my front door. So basically the craft room is the first thing you see when you turn to the right. And then you have our living room. We have like a very open concept house, but we're here for the craft room. So you come through these double doors. I really do love that we have double doors on here, and we do have plans in the future to take these doors down and put glass pane doors up. But you come in and this is the craft room. Da 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 da. All right, so some things I want to point out. This is my magical bookshelf. My grandfather made this bookshelf with his bare hands, and it was passed down to me. It's been a lot of different things throughout my years. In apartments, it held pots and pans that wouldn't fit in cabinets, but now it is my witchy little apothecary. I still have some spices that don't have jars. I've been collecting glass jars to put them in, and this is all I have left that don't have jars, but there's lots of stuff in here. I do have some books down there. My childhood dollhouse that I am going to refurbish one day is on the top. And then we have my cabinets and countertop that we put in when we moved into this house. It still needs to be painted, and I still have to seal the top. I have no idea when I'm going to have time for that, but I'm not going to open every drawer and cabinet and show you, but I did organize everything, and I kind of reorganized the top of this so that I could fit my silhouette vinyl machine on here, cutting machine, whatever you want to call it. And I kind of pushed my printer over to the end. This I have converted to a sublimation printer, so this is just for sublimation. This is for everything else. We did order another printer just to print everyday things. We did have a printer, but it died. It was so old. We had it for absolute ever. It finally quit working. This printer is more for art prints, and I'm going to be using it for the stationery products that I want to start making, and sticker sheets, things like that. But yeah. This whole space looks so much more organized than it used to. And then of course we have my craft table. I do have a few projects. I'm gonna make a little skeleton frame. I'm gonna paint this, put some flowers around it. I might make flowers out of clay, I'm not sure. I did start these. I'm gonna make some spun cotton hearts. I was going to make them for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day has come and gone, but you can make cute little hearts anytime. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. I still have some little projects over here that I have not completed yet. They have been sitting here for absolute ever. I know you don't know that because this is the first time you've seen them on this channel, but on my other channel, Purposely Rerouted, they've been here for quite a while. And I did kind of organize all my things down here. Basically all of the bottom things are for spun cotton, and then I have moss in this other thing, and then I have some extra silicone mats. I also organized all of my cabinets and drawers in here. Again, I'm not going to open up all of the cabinets and drawers, but I did organize it. And then I have all of my felting things here, my sewing machine. I moved my witch's brooms to this thing, which used to have all of my spun cotton for doing those crafts in it, but I moved that. I have my reading chair, my little reading nook area. Let's go around to the other side of my desk or craft table, and you can see my little reading area a little better. I love pillows. There are way too many pillows in this chair. This one is not even facing the right direction. Who cares? This is the said Windex bottle that I told you about. And then I was able to move my easel back in here because we did remove the Christmas tree. I finally hung my cute, oh, I love these so much, my cute little woodland creatures on the wall. I have had these since we moved into the house. I ordered them when we first moved in, and they finally have a home on the wall almost a year later. This is new to this channel. You have seen this before if you follow us on Purposely Rerouted, our other channel, but this is Sheila. I made her over a year ago, and I love her. She is one of my most prized possessions. I made the little mushrooms that is growing on her body out of clay. I made these mushrooms out of clay as well. Painted this frame like a frosty color. Painted this frame too. It used to be black, and I love her. I think she is absolutely beautiful. And because I moved my silhouette machine off of here, I have so much more space. I did go through all of these drawers and organized everything, threw bunches and bunches of cords away because I had cords coming out the yin yang. Don't even know what they went to. If I haven't used them in the last 5 years, I probably don't need them, so I did throw them away. I went through all of my little files up here, clean that out. I still have to redo my dry erase board. I haven't gotten to that, but yeah, it looks tons better than it did, a whole lot more organized, so I feel really good about it. I did want to get in here today and do some crafting, but that didn't happen. It is after 5 now. It's 5:23, so I'm probably not going to get any crafting done. I have so much that I want to do, and I just don't have, there's just not enough hours in the day. I have so many ideas of things that I want to do. I also have videos that I have to edit for this channel and our other channel, so busy, busy, busy all the time. But before we close this video out, I'm going to take you out in the garage and show you where we ended with that. I'm excited about this space out here too. Pretty much what you saw yesterday. I have brought some other things out here though. So yeah, this is my little space, my little domain. We have organized as much as we're going to be able to at this point. I did empty out my shredder, and all of this is going to become paper mache clay basically. I did move my picnic table over here. I don't think I've told you on this channel, I do have a business that I'm trying to open up. I've actually been trying to open it for 4 years now, and life keeps getting in the way. Vintage Bloom Picnics is what it's called, and this is one of the tables that my husband and I constructed for that business. The only thing that I have left that I want to do out here is kind of string these stars up, put some batteries in there so that they will cut on every night. I've already brought some projects out here that I want to work on, you know, whenever I find time to work on them. This is my little space, my little craft space. I'm excited about it. And it's going to be even better when we change out this air conditioner unit and it's heated and cooled in here, because until that happens, I really won't be able to do a whole lot of crafting out here because the temperature out there won't be right for resin yet. But I hope you enjoyed this video coming along while I organized my craft room, found some more space in here so that it wasn't so crammed up, and creating the space out there in the garage and getting that all cleaned and organized and ready to use. I will see you in the next one, and until then, always follow your heart and find magic in the everyday. Bye.